Hello and welcome everyone into the depths event. There we go. It brings in Glimmora, which has a limited way to acquire it, as well as some shiny boosts on some not so special Pokemon. If you're chasing them, best of luck. It's Yungoos and Kanto Diglett. Those are the ones that have apparently a shiny boost in the wild, and through 7-kilometer event eggs, which also have Dino, Bagon, and something else in them. So we'll be having a crack at this event. We want to get our Glimmora Pokédex. However, let's begin with a little thing, because root spawns are a little bit of a troublesome, controversial thing, and I'm already having problems because it's a horrible rainy day. Roots do have dedicated spawns appear along them, and as far as I'm aware, you can only encounter a certain amount of them. There's some issues, and I will give a shout out to Kiwi content creator Tagman50, who was the chap who got stuffed over with the remote lucky trade. Go and check him out if you haven't done so already. A lot of you do watch him, which is awesome, and I really like watching his chilled style and everything. I was watching his video this morning. He submitted a new route that hadn't been completed before the event, and that might be one way to increase your route spawns, is to walk a route you have never completed before. Might be difficult for me to find one of those around here, but route spawns are a little bit of a problematic thing, where how many and how frequently will they appear? And obviously Glimmora is not going to be the only thing that will appear. We do need to say thank you very much to Melnick94 once again, who's gifted us this event's premium timed research. Mate, thank you very much for that, because it gives us at least one encounter with Glimmora, and I believe a bunch of encounters with the shiny boosted things. We need to catch some Pokemon to get that thing going. Basically catch 20 Pokemon, which we can do. And from 3 of the 4 home stops, I found 3 Explore 3 tasks, which is the research task you need to find Glimmora in. Explore 1 kilometer is going to give you one of the shiny boosted Pokemon. As far as I'm aware, that is the only research task available at the moment. I will also just make an observation. The amount of event spawns seems to be awful, unless these are it. So let's see how we do, and let me know in the comments below what you think of this event. I'm not expecting grand things from this event, I've got to be honest, just because it doesn't look like the easiest to play or the most desirable to get kind of good stuff from. And I can officially say it now, despite yesterday's video, thank you so much everybody for 30,000 subscribers here on the channel. We did hit it last night just as the video went live, I think, so it was kind of happy circumstance, but it's absolutely awesome to hit that milestone after a good chunk of time. Appreciate all of you who've stuck around and watched the content, I really, really do. And it gives me the drive, the necessity to go out in this crap British weather we have. When that crate is down there in this pathway, you know it's a bad day. While I make very limited progress on those catches, it's worth saying I have managed to find a few routes that I have never done around this area today. So we're going to give them a bash. I will drop daily incense as well. Let's see if we get some Galarian bird action. Glimmora is literally coming off of route spawns only, and field research task, the premium research that you get from buying the ticket, and the free timed research, but there's only 1 encounter per those timed researches, so it is a very limited chance Pokemon to acquire, and that's why I'm going to suggest you get a rock mega down, because it's a rock poison type, I believe. And for that very purpose, I'm going to mega evolve my Diancie from London Go Fest. Let's see how we do. I want to demonstrate some route spawns. Now we've got it going, you can actually not complete a route as well. You don't have to complete the route. Let's drop the daily incense and see how we do. So of course we've got Diglett on daily incense, and that's not shiny, but I will give a funny story to prior when this channel actually existed. There was an event for Earth Day. It was an Earth weekend in 2019 when shiny Kanto Diglett was debuted. People were struggling to get 1 or 2. I got 14. That's the most insane shiny luck I think I've ever had for an event that wasn't that shiny boosted back in the day. I'm also aware that routes are not everybody's bag, so to be honest, Glimmora will make its return probably through an easier method later down the road. I wouldn't be surprised about that. Don't feel too pressured to get it right now with this event. Leave the FOMO behind for this one, I think. It's going to be quite a good one to let slip on by. As Tagman50 excellently put it, it's a meh. Meh event. So far we've not had a single route spawn. Well, already we're encountering some issues with this event. As you can see, I've got my Zygarde cell there, Mateo is right there. We've come to the end of this route, which is 650 something meters, and I haven't had a single route spawn. And I've restarted the game 3 or 4 times during the short duration we were walking. Maybe we need to walk at a more consistent pace, something like that. I'm not sure. I'm going to give it a go with a longer route. Yeah, we're going to say ciao to Mateo. Quickly try and get that Citadel off daily incense, because I wouldn't mind that shiny. Lovely. Gift is from God knows where. And we get a bunch of rubbish for our efforts. Fantastic. And let me tap the Citadel. It's not grey. And of course, we're not quite in range of finishing the route by 4 meters. There we go. We can apparently finish the route now. That's it, 620 meters walked in a route, not a single route spawn appearance. And you should be able to tell because your little route icon above your spawn, of course. It's windy and rainy all at the same time. I hate this kind of day. What I will say though is two things. Shout out to Film Vlogs, sending the Hawaiian raid invites over the course of very early Sunday morning, close to 3 a.m. We did pick up a few more shiny Shadow Raikou, and this one, I believe, was like 1 or 2 points off being a purified Shundo, so it was our best shiny, I believe, all weekend. And we need to tick off the Masterwork research for ponytails. So to finish up some maxing, let's put this lucky Mudbray Hundo to 2139, which is a 100% IV level 50. Cool, and that completes that research, because apparently we've got nothing else this video. Claim a battle pass. We get a couple of encounters with a throw that's not shiny, and it's probably a Sork. Yeah, there we go, not shiny, 1160. And we claim alert module, which would be very useful this weekend for Vulpix. And our next stage is 300 excellent throws, 200 buddy hearts, oof, and 5 days to catch Pokemon. So we should be able to get that done and play on with the plan. I think we've got a brief, glorious moment away from the rain and the showers. So what we can do, like good old style, is go through the premium timed researchers here. Again, Melnick, thank you very much for gifting this ticket to us, because, well, we could get some shiny boost or potentially Shundo luck on it. Typically, we don't get anything massively amazing from the premium time researchers, but it's always appreciated because it's extra content to put in the video. And I also need to charge his phone. And we're also getting that dreamy glow once again. Phone on charge. This is 2-star. I'm going to collapse the January pass. Check 2 should be a Diglett that's not a blue-nosed one. Confirming, pretty dead. Hopefully it's only onwards and upwards from here. No pink on the top of the hair. Quickly check the Diglett, not a blue nose. A Yungoos, no shiny. Just hope none of them break out. No blue nose Diglett. And a check for a Yungoos that's not pink. This will be the way we get our Pokédex Glimmora. Honestly, it's starting to rain again. Let's quickly get this done. Check. No shiny. Check. Oh, it's a huge Diglett, but it's not a blue nose one. Quickly before it rains some more. Yungoos, not shiny. I think the worst we've seen. Quickly, quickly, quickly before it chucks it down with rain. No blue nose Diglett. Check. No pink Yungoos. And the penultimate check of the quests, but technically of the shinies, it was the last one. No Diglett. Right, and that means we can get our Pokédex Glimmora right now without getting it off the routes. It is a very interesting and cool looking Pokemon, and I believe 720 is the research hundo that you want. So 706 isn't actually too bad whatsoever. As a Pokédex, I'll definitely take it. Good stuff. Into the Gen 9 Dex we go. And actually, this does get a Legend ZA Future Mega, so it's going to be one that will have some longevity in the game. Not bad. I'd say, what, 89%er? Actually, 15 attack. We'll take it. Thank you very much, Melnick. You shall be named as the Glimmet, or Glimmora, or whatever it is, forever. As you can see there, at long last, we've got our very first route spawn on our second route, probably over halfway through it, and I've restarted the game twice. Yeah, if you're gonna have Pokemon spawning off routes, you kind of got to fix the route spawns. I don't know, it's problematic. I am going to try and see if I can find a route maybe on the streets. Maybe it's the park area that's problematic. I'm really not sure. There's so many variables with these things in the game that you never know what quite works unless you go and try it. Obviously, the article, the blog for the event just said, the Glimmet's going to spawn off routes. I don't think so. I really don't think so. It looks like most people are going to get their 1 from their timed research, and that's honestly going to be about it. I don't know if I've walked for 5 minutes with the route going or whatever. Got a Claydol off incense. That could be fun if it could be shiny. Does daily incense stop the route spawns? There's so many variables with the things in the game that you have no idea what affects what. Great, and all this walking for the Meditite. Love it. So that's our second route spawn, is a Volbeat, which is the regional kind of category, same as the Heatmore. But that's about 5 or 6 minutes after the Heatmore. So maybe it is every 5 minutes a spawn roughly comes in which case I suggest just finding a route that loops somewhere and just walking consistently. Because if it's every 5 minutes, it did... Ugh, what a bloody slow process. Well, our first shiny of today is indeed nothing to do with the event at all, I believe, but it's a really nice little level 1 Galarian Zigzagoon, but it is one of the Perma Booster ones if you don't know. That's probably why you found so many of them. 10 CP is such a little tiny one, so let's see if it's going to be Nundo, 0 star, somewhere bad, and that shiny is quite timed, I will say, because we've finally done the exploring of 3 kilometers, which means we have 3 tasks to claim, and these very well could be about the only bloody encounters we get this video. So let's see, 720 for the Glimmet would be nice, a 709, boom, Silver Pineapple down, the Mega's down and everything. Check 2's gonna be 690, that's kind of getting a lot worse. What's the final one gonna be? Hopefully, oh God, they're going backwards. 683. I genuinely think, looking at it, the easiest thing that's gonna happen is you're gonna be able to find the explore 3 kilometers task and just explore it. Honestly, I don't think any of us are gonna be getting very many encounters of this Pokemon. That's barely scraping the floor. Can we get ourselves a few more tasks? No. I've started the route again. Let's see what our route spawns are going to be. Everything seems to be breaking out, jumping and running on me today. Honestly, it is driving me nuts. Let's claim the free research. So this is what everyone else, all of you guys are going to get if you don't buy the ticket. So you get a couple of encounters with the boosted things of Diglett and Yungoos, probably alternating, not unlike the paid one. So that's 2 Diglett, maybe. Yeah, there you go. You get a pair of each, but it could be shiny, unlike these, which are all terrible and not shiny. And finally, you get yourself some Dust and Ultra Balls, which are not bad rewards, and your Glimmet. 679. While I do the exploring, I would like to say a big thanks, as always, to you wonderful Patreon supporters who take your support of the channel and the content here to the next level. You can find the link if you're interested down below. They get added to the friends list, they get the raid invites, they get bonus content and extended cuts and things like that. I've just posted the Grookey road trip and everything like that, all the raw shenanigans, and a funky present being gifted to Ian. But thank you very much to all of you. Genuinely, I wouldn't be able to do what I do here for a number of years, doing the content and doing it full time with the crazy travel and things like that, were it not for all of you wonderful people. So truly, thank you so very much. And I will give a plug as well to one of my videos from 2023, I think. If you want to see how to create a route, check it out up there, one of the corners, because we were able to get access to the beta test back in the day. So we were one of the first people to be able to actually create a route. Unfortunately, the route got deleted from the game because apparently it was too difficult and too unsafe, which... not really, because I just re-added it and it's been in there for years. But anyway, if you need to know how to create a route, check out that video up there. Finally, on our 3rd route, and technically our 2nd route spawn of this 3rd route, you can see that is a Glimmet. We've actually got one from a route. We can see what IV it's going to be, because obviously they are more randomized like a wild spawn, not like a 10-10-10 research task. Good. We finally found one, but I will say we've completed 3 field research tasks and the premium research and the free timed research, all before finding one off of a route. So that signifies PvP. I don't know if it's good for PvP. It's got an interesting typing, that's for sure, but we do finally have enough candy to evolve one. I'd like to see if we can get a few more tasks done. We've got 3 more Explore 3s, but I will say in about 20 minutes time, I need to head back home and wait for a very special parcel, because I'm finally upgrading the phone. I am greatly surprised we've got one of the shiny boosted Pokemon for this event, the shiny Yungoos. Just from the wild spawns, nothing special, but we'll definitely take it. I will say it's been a long time since getting a shiny Yungoos, actually. If I could catch and hit the damn thing, but the rain is causing problems. What a surprise. Oh my God, I am about to lose my mind. Honestly, this weather, playing Pokemon Go, is about the most infuriating experience you can have as a player. It drives me up the wall. But there we go, we've thrown the ball. Hello, freaking Luya. And let's see how good or bad it's going to be. Yeah, 1 star, love that. When was the last time I had a shiny Yungoos? 2024 summer, as part of a Go Fest 24. Look at that. But we've done our 500 Pokemon catches and I'm about to drown. Nice. Kiwi Steve very much pulling the weight there. I got 200 catches. Get the level ups. Get the here buddy hots, that's the word. And we get an encounter with the good old Tandemaus that isn't a shiny one, of course. We have Precious Path, stage 7. Got an Incense and Pineapps, and hurrah, a Nimble encounter that isn't golden. What a shame. Ugh, another encounter. Get me to the next stage, please. A dun sparse. Just the normal one, by the way. Confirming it's terrible rubbish. Professor, go away. Sunshine, catch 50, hatch 5 eggs, evolve 10. Whew. That's a lot to ask for just under 1,000 Stardust. So I've put in my really long outer loop of Walpole routes that does the entire circuit, which is more like 2 kilometers. Hopefully we can get some spawns for that one. But I've also ticked over 3 of the Glimmet tasks, so let's see if we can get a 720, which would be really nice, a 685. I'm gonna run out of Silver Pineapps. I should do a mega raid or something maybe. Get the excellent that we really need for the level up tasks. This one's a, 710, that's our best one so far. The 709 was a 91-15 attack, so wonder where this one's gonna be. But I'm gonna say, if I don't get a Glimmet spawn on this really long route, I was thinking about this while I was just walking along. The routes need a rework, honestly. 91, but 15, 15, 11, not bad. And this final one, what's it gonna be? A 693, love it. And boom, there we go. Now, let's just hope we find some more tasks around here. And I should actually have some 7-kilometer event eggs going off very soon. There's one Explore 3, so maybe we're just having a good day for the tasks today. That's an Explore 1, I'd rather not. I have no idea if the tasks are around here or not. There's an Explore 3, and the Yungoos that's not pink. Is this one gonna be a 3 of 3? It is a 3 of 3, I love that. How are we doing on these eggs? I might as well keep the camera on. And there we go. We have our 8 7K eggs. So there's Diglett and Yungoos, which are probably gonna be very common. There you go. And a Larvitar, the Bagon and the not Beldum, Dino, that's the one. All good shinies, all very usable Pokemon. So if you're needing candy for them, best of luck. I mean, I'm not expecting any shinies from these whatsoever. And my point is proven perfectly. I think that might be the last 7-kilometer egg we do, apart from that one that accidentally didn't get incubated in time. I think it's finally arrived. So I'm gonna unwrap this and unbox it over on my Patreon, but I think, unless I'm horribly mistaken, that is finally a new phone after what has been probably 4 or 5 years. We're concluding today's video with, well, some more checks. So we had to go and do some food shopping runs. I left the camera at home. I hatched some more 7-kilometer event eggs because I had half a batch already from opening gifts. We did it all, no shinies, but we did get a hundo Yungoos, which is a little bit annoying because it was like 5 checks after that shiny. We shortly afterwards picked up a shiny Cyndaquil, literally stopped the screen recording, next check, shiny Cyndaquil. So that's completely unrelated to the event, but it's still a lovely shiny. And now we're sat here with 3 more Glimmet checks. So could we get something good? 695, and I would like to evolve one before we finish today. Let me know if you managed to find one off of routes, because that whole 2.2 kilometer route or whatever it was didn't spawn a single Glimmet. We got 2 route spawns. One was a Drapion, who cares, unless you're PvPing, I guess, and a Pansear. Just nothing else appeared despite restarting the game and everything. So I'd honestly say go for these research tasks if you are interested during this event. You can try and find 1, 2, or 3 and complete them all in a batch. Let's say that's probably the best strategy. Check 3 is going to be a 706. 2XL for it though, very nice. And that means in the entirety of the grind, we got 2 obviously from the premium and the free researches. We've had many from quests and 1 from all those routes and all those kilometers walked. There's some okay stuff to go for in this event. There are actually some decent spawns if you want to shiny chase or grind some Candy XL and candies in regular form. But if you're chasing this new Pokemon, field research seems to be the best bet, to be honest. And I think we'll get this one evolved right now, the Glimmet 15, 15, 11, and we finally earned another Buddy Heart. And it counts to an evolve, which is lovely. It's only 1 stage to evolve it, and then you have to wait for its Mega, which will probably be released in 400 years. It's our second Pokedex of the day, and this is glitched through the floor. That's fantastic. It's more easy to see it here, but it is slightly low down compared to everything else. It's a bit weird. Anyway, I'm not sure how good this is. We'll do some little researches before the event finishes, but I really like this Pokemon. It's a very interesting design, very interesting typing, and definitely a very cool Gen 9 Pokemon. And I think that's going to conclude that. So definitely, if you enjoyed today's video, please hit that subscribe button down below and do stick around for more. And there's plenty of other videos available. If you want to check out how to do the routes, check it out here. Or if you want to have a look at another grind event, check it out here. But don't forget, Thursday, we will be hitting up that Natural History Museum Pokemon collab. Checking out the shop, checking out the exhibit that's actually there. I'm very excited to go over there. Hopefully, we should have a special guest joining us, which is very exciting. But I will say, until the next time, peeps, do take care. And thank you for 30,000 subscribers once again.